Y'all see what's going on, American Dream Radio. I'm your host, King Khalil, in the building.
That's
to the
right.
left of me, man, you're right. I don't know how y'all looking at this camera in front of us. To the left, my right, your right, my left. But gentleman here just walked into the building. Like I said, I want to make sure we give him his proper due. I like to make sure people can smell their flowers while they're still alive is the word I like to use. But this gentleman here, when I think back to battle rap and hip hop and those type of things, I got a good memory with this stuff, man. So I remember like the Fight Club before I remember Smack. I remember it before I remember any of the other battle leagues. The first thing I really remember locking myself into and saying like, yo, they battling on camera was, I want to say the Fight Club, correct me if I'm wrong, but this gentleman sort of slid in through that way. And first time I really took notice, now because I got some friends that's moving around, I sort of heard of it. But first time I took notice, he battled a gentleman by the name of Jin. And I'm be honest with you, I was against you that day in my mind. Like, he ain't gonna better beat this Chinese dude. Ain't no way.
You talking Jim from Rough Riders?
Yeah, but Jin at the time had sort of won, if you remember back then.
Remember his whole...
He was hot at the time. I hadn't heard of the Jones yet, you know. And
Tyson was beating everybody until Buster Douglas.
You want to go there one more time? But yeah.
So you call me Buster Douglas?
Well, he wasn't Tyson, I can tell you that much. What I can tell you without further ado, y'all, everybody, Serious Jones is in the building, man. Give it up for my guy, man.
Peace.
Good looking for coming through.
Yeah.
I used to see you in Harlem. You probably ain't never noticed. Because I'm on 8th Avenue, the whole 135th, 133rd.
Yeah, that's my hood, too.
The Wolf, I know.
Yeah, the Wolf Love. That's the home team, the Wolves.
I mean, I don't know them personally, but I know about them.
Shout out to Ice.
Okay.
And make sure Fat Cat, Bogard, free Bo. And make sure y'all stop by the Wolf Style store on 132nd, 8th Avenue.
Right.
And yeah, but I spent a lot of time in Harlem. You know, that's my family. That's, you know, my hood away from hood, I'd say.
Where are you from, though?
I'm from Inglewood, New Jersey, originally.
Jersey in the building,
Fourth Ward,
man.
yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to everybody in Jersey, man. How did you, what we do at American Dream Radio, and I feel like this is important, is we sort of deal with your timeline of life and everything a little bit.
Okay.
So in a second, I'm going to rewind you all the way back to about 0 to 5 and ask you, so I'm going to let you get your thoughts together on that. Before we go into your life a little bit, I got to ask you some American Dream official American Dream questions. Are you paying attention to this trade that just happened with Kyrie and IT and all of that?
He's from Jersey, too. So
yeah, shout out to Kyrie, man.
You know.
I thought that's why he moved, because he's trying to be closer to Jersey.
Not in Boston.
Can't go to the Brooklyn Nets.
You won't stop that, Trevor. I done told you something. We on our way back.
I'm glad he didn't go to the Knicks. It was messed up because it's
Knicks, the Nets, anything.
Yeah. But honestly, that's a respectable move to me, because what it's saying is, you know, he don't need the pacifier. He's saying, you know, I'm going to go somewhere and I'm going to still, you know, be a contender. I ain't going to just sit up under LeBron and, you know, like the opposite of what some people feel towards like Durant and people like that feel like you just went with the easiest chance of winning a ring instead of just going to build your own thing.
Well, I mean, his whole point...
Even though they up too, Celtics ain't trash, but you know what I mean?
Well, his whole point was to be the focal point. You know, I thought that was his thing when he was on Cleveland before LeBron came back.
Yeah.
But now, for real, you in Boston, they definitely looking at you.
I messed with Trav before you got here, man. But Boston finished first place in the East last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So, I mean, let's be clear about this. I don't think they gotten better on paper, but I'm not even 100% sure that they'll finish first place in the East with the team they got currently right now. So I think the fans of Boston may have to be a little patient. IT is headed to Cleveland. I think he's a good fit for LeBron because...
Oh, see, I didn't even know the details of the trade.
See, I got you. Don't worry about it. IT...
I just seen on Instagram
Kyrie,
this morning. Like,
they did a team player for player. Basically, Kyrie goes over to Cleveland. I meant to Boston.
That's still kind of contendery for the Cavs.
On both ends.
Exactly.
On both ends. So it's like...
It's going to be the Cavs and the Warriors again.
Yeah.
But it's going to definitely be... It ain't going to be what it was last year.
No, they're going to have a problem with Boston with Kyrie on it now. I'm telling you.
You do, but Isaiah with LeBron is like... He could get busy now. I mean, that's like Shaq and Penny now.
I said to everybody, man, at this point, Isaiah is Trevor's unofficial analytical. Don't worry about it.
This is only this is what I'm saying that. Penny 6'8".
Yeah.
The only thing Isaiah is missing is height.
Well, that's not the only thing. That's a big thing when you're talking about, you know, somebody that's
got it.
6'9" versus 5'7".
I would say this. I think what's going to happen. And
I still fuck with him though. I think you know it's an interesting dynamic.
I said this before. I said IT was going to happen is he's ultimately a catch and shoot type of player. If you understand basketball, he's going to be allowed to catch and shoot. He's going to have so many open shots now, like because LeBron is just going to handle a lot more of the ball handling responsibilities. Where Kyrie and LeBron would split that up, they're not going to split it no more. LeBron going to have the ball, IT just becomes a catch and shoot. He's still going to get the same 25, 24 points a game, but it's how he's going to get it. It's going to be a lot of different. On the other end, in Boston, Kyrie going to have free reign. You might be looking at the MVP of the league next year, but
he should have been the MVP to me when they went to the finals and when LeBron got it.
But
I don't want that won them the finals.
I don't see that Boston team coming out of the East beating that Cleveland team. The only thing they really did was swap players, and they got Crowder, the boy with the braids that was on Boston.
Okay.
He went on over there too, and they got a first-round draft pick.
Damn,
so they gave up, and they got a big center boy too. I forget his name.
All I'm saying,
they gave up a lot for Kyrie.
Kyrie better perform.
He done talked his way out. He better do something.
He better. You gave up all of that. A first round draft pick, 3 players.
Yeah.
He better take them to the promised land.
And this is the real thing. Kyrie only got 2 years left on his contract, meaning if Kyrie ultimately doesn't want to
he gonna go back
stay,
to Cleveland.
he could go anywhere he want. He a free agent in 2 years. That's why he was tripping. He was like, LeBron is leaving next year, and then I'm gonna be stuck here for a year. Let me get up out of here right now.
See, you say all that because you think that's what he's saying.
What he was saying?
He ain't saying that.
What he was saying?
He ain't saying
What he saying?
What he was saying?
He wanted
said
LeBron ain't, first of all, LeBron ain't going nowhere. He's definitely not going to L.A.
Yeah.
Because they're garbage.
Okay.
All right?
I would have had this conversation already. LeBron is out of there.
He's not going nowhere. Watch, he's going to get some bread.
They got it. They don't give him the bread.
He probably going to do that whole 2-year thing and come back. Watch.
To Cleveland?
Yeah.
Nah.
He ain't going to stay in that cold ass state.
When it's come time to get you unofficial, analytical, I need you here.
Okay.
When it comes to sports analysts, let me do that part of it. Listen, Travis the flyest dude in all of Harlem. I never seen him.
We need some actual credible research.
I don't want you out here like
none
this.
None of this is facts.
I don't want
this is all opinionated coming from me. I'm like,
when it comes from
I don't
Travis,
think so.
we say it's unofficial.
Doesn't look right.
Unofficial.
Analytical.
Okay.
Coin that right there.
It just doesn't look right to me.
All right, let's move on with this thought for a second, man. Are you? I'm sure you're gonna catch this fight this weekend, man. I got to get through some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Who you got? Just go ahead and answer it right.
We bet on black
I think
over
Floyd is just gonna beat him up, and then he's gonna do some funny UFC kick move or something and get disqualified.
See, now you on
That's
point.
what's gonna happen.
Trav said the same thing. He think he might black out and
he's gonna lose it, and start doing weird shit.
Yeah,
and that's. I mean, unless he somehow finds a way to inherit the ability to be the fastest boxer that never boxed in the history of boxing. You know what I mean? Like, because Floyd is just he's Floyd, man. Like, you know what I mean? You can't hit him, and in reality, when you do,
he's counterpunching pretty quickly.
You know what I'm saying? So I think this situation is more like a clash of the genres thing, you know what I mean? And it's something that hasn't happened yet, and I think that's what built the anticipation. They want to see MMA versus boxing.
I told people this, and I said this, and we sort of talked about it the last couple of days. Only way Floyd loses is if he goes in there and tries not to do what he's always done for 49 straight fights.
Right.
So if he goes in there and try and brawl with the guy,
knock him out,
he got a chance. But Floyd has done this 49 times in our face. He's going to fight a boring fight. He's going to wait for the dude to punch. He's going to counter punch. He's going to wait for the dude to swing.
I'm not even going to lie. To me, sometimes it's not boring. Like
it's a boxer.
It's a boxer.
You got to
watch boxing.
Yeah, then it's beautiful.
If you don't like boxing, you just want to see a fight.
Then he's not going to be.
You want to watch MMA and see people get bloody and shit.
It ultimately plays into Floyd's hands if Conor McGregor is actually aggressive, because Floyd's whole style of fighting is like he wants you to swing just so he can move and punch you again. Like it plays exactly into what he wants.
This is all about money. It's ain't about no
Trav said he ain't got no faith in
none of that. It's about, because Floyd was chilling. I don't know who. Conor McGregor need a check. He got it. He got a few checks out of it.
Got $100 million for this, man.
And then got the monster. So it's all about money with this. Like
I just want to say this: Colin, Floyd, Mike Tyson, anybody out there, you got $100 million for me, I will fight a bear, barehanded. All right.
I don't know about a bear, but I'm gonna fight something.
I'll slap box a grizzly for 100 million.
You're right. That might.
Word.
Now that I think about it, you're right. I think it's surgery.
You know what I'm saying?
Half in cash and half in a check.
But shit.
Yeah.
Listen,
you got plastic surgery for that, man.
Listen, man. What else did I touch on? One last thing before I get into anything important, man. Colin Kaepernick, the situation. I don't know if you're paying attention to this. The NFL is.
Yeah.
So I think the team. Like I said this before. I don't want to say it's the NFL versus the team owners. Obviously, they sort of work hand in hand, but I want to put the blame on the right people. It is the team owners who decide who's going to be in the team, and I do think they got a blanket wall of silence, I guess I'll call it something.
I'm going to just be totally honest. It's not a new concept. You know, if you remember, let's go to basketball back in the days, Craig Hodges,
Muslim.
Raouf, you know what I mean? They used to
sat through the thing.
For the Nuggets back in the day. Like, they all black. They always blackball people that do this.
Mm-hmm.
You stand up in front of the massa, they make an example out of you. It's the same logic as the cotton fields.
Well, let me ask you this. Are you a football fan?
Absolutely.
Because the question, the statement I said, and maybe it's controversial, not, I said that if Colin was a little bit better, he would have a job. I do think some of it is a skill. It's a skill set too, to some extent.
Nah.
If it was Tom Brady, if it was
they did it to everybody. Michael Vick, they did it to, you know what I mean, and he was the top athlete in the damn game at the time.
Yeah, at the time,
and he couldn't get signed. You know what I mean? So it's a deliberate thing. It's not that he's not talented enough. He's way better than a whole lot of quarterbacks that got secure jobs right now.
Okay.
But I think what it comes down to is that there's a way that some people address change. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to LeBron. Shout out to, you know, some of the people that actually do make change in the black community with their money and their power. But sometimes the biggest change is sacrificial. It's you putting yourself in a position where you look like the guy that's just making trouble. Now, if you think it's making trouble, I said this on Instagram, like in a post. I was going to delete it because I don't like being controversial to the money. I want to get money too. I want, you know what I mean? I want an NFL check. But in reality, though, in reality, though, and this is the analogy I came up with, and it made me think like, nah, I can't even do that, because I said, imagine like you were working. Imagine one of your brothers gets killed. You know what I'm saying? And another one of your brothers works somewhere, you know, where they celebrate who killed him. Yeah. Right? Now, let's say I use McDonald's or something as an example. When they do this tribute to the Big Mac or whatever, he doesn't feel like participating in that because that's technically who's responsible for killing his brother, right?
Right.
So he's like, you know what? When y'all do that little song or whatever y'all do, I'm going to sit that out. Now, let's say he gets fired. Because they're like, nigga, we don't care. You got to sing the song. We don't give a fuck, right? Would you go eat at McDonald's after that?
I don't think so.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Would you after that be like, yo, you know what? Fuck it, my nigga. That's my brother, my man, but I love Big Macs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's the same concept. I said the only difference is that we don't look at another black man as our brother.
Yeah.
We don't look at that man and these families that have been robbed of their children's lives with no justice, no whatever, no nothing. And these owners, these people are condoning it if they gonna condemn you for standing up for it.
So let me ask you this, what is the proper recourse? Because some people are going with the boycott that's happening today.
I'm not watching the NFL.
Until they sign
Colin Kaepernick, I'm not watching it.
Oh man, that is so tough for me, and I actually am in the dilemma of that right now because
me and you are on the same page, brother.
I told him sign Cap and I'm back, man.
It's tough as a sports person because it's almost like I got to talk.
How you gonna do your job? Right?
Yeah, it becomes like how do you
listen?
Let's say you don't watch the NFL. Do you watch ESPN?
You can get
facts.
You
can watch sports.
Okay, so that's it. But aren't you still participating in the revenue? Because do you understand?
Well, that's what I say.
It's still participating. If you get the newspaper, like any of that, like as soon as you turn to ESPN,
it trickles down.
Let me tell you something. As soon as you turn to ESPN, right, you just help the NFL because they have as soon as you picked up the Post, any of that, like any participation within the NFL,
that's the whole thing.
It's revenue sharing. They're still making money off of it.
This is what's hard about it when they make it, like we as a people that's been through so much racial, turmoil, that it shouldn't be where like we're even in that position where we have to make a choice. I can go with my race or go with the sport I like.
Right.
Yeah,
But
that's
in
tough.
reality, that's an easy decision for me when it comes down to it because I don't make my money off of sports.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But I understand if somebody's an NFL, let's say there's a lot of NFL players right now that might be in an awkward position to them because they might want to kneel too and show solidarity, but they
Support
don't
their
want to.
family.
They don't want to. You know what I mean?
But my
Lose their
thing-
job.
This is my
But-
thing because I discussed this on the podcast. I was like, a lot
No
of
doubt
these,
disrespect. Shout out
right?
to your
No
podcast.
disrespect, podcast. A lot of these guys that's playing football now grew up poor,
Right.
in the system, welfare. Mothers, single parent home, mothers made it work. You're telling me you can't take a few games because football is only 18 weeks?
I'm gonna get you.
18 game.
Go.
I understand that, but still, we're dealing with people who grew up poor. So you telling me you can't stretch this $5 million
No,
you
listen,
got
now,
to survive?
Now we're getting
Now,
a
let
whole
me-
nother conversation.
Now let me
You
help you
know?
with that. I'll get into a little piece. The reason why is because they have so many. They don't have NBA type of games. They got less games, right? Now hear me out on this. Their check is broken down to, let's say, 150,000 per week, right? They have a car note, a mansion.
Them big Playboy bills, man.
Like
I
when you
understand that.
when you got $5 million that you know is coming in, what happens is you put out $8 million worth of bills. So ultimately, they are every penny that they're getting is accounted for.
And let's not talk about the fact that if they are from the hood, have you had financial training to
Not
teach you how to
true.
manage millions of dollars? You know
Well,
what I
you're
mean?
right. I haven't
And
had
you got
finance.
a whole family now that
Right.
you paying all of them bills.
I
probably.
played ball,
I
and
just
the
try
worst
to-
thing I did was went to go buy a brand new car as soon as I got a check. Like
what everybody does.
It's the worst.
You know
It's
what I mean?
the worst decisions. You have no.
I
clue
went straight
what
to the
do.
jury store as soon as I got my first. check,
Yeah, that's
you know what
it.
I mean?
I'm
I
gonna
plan
get
on doing the same thing, going to the jury
I'm
store.
gonna stop you right now. American Dream
pawn
Radio,
that,
man. We are here for the. I actually did, but American Dream Radio, y'all. We are here talking to Mr. Serious Jones, man. I appreciate this brother coming through and. Honestly, man, like I said, I want to make sure we get into your journey a little bit. So this is what we're going to do, man. I'm going to throw that Jones song on back on one more time.
We got a couple different ones.
I don't know
too.
what's in there right now. I got an engineer over there. This
know
we're gonna
what?
do. This what has to happen though. I'm gonna force you to send me every music you got now.
Please. I
Yeah,
would
so we
love
can
to.
play this,
I
man.
would love to.
But right now, our turntable thing was down a little bit, but again, that's good because we
Well,
can.
I'll give them the full intro so y'all know what y'all listening to. All right, this is my new single. It's called Boomin' or YMB, Young Nigga Boomin'. I filmed the video for it in Jamaica.
That's very nice. I saw that.
Myself, it's like a selfie, the whole video, so it's self.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. Like, I saw that. I thought that was purposely done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, honestly, at first, I didn't know how I was gonna do the video. I just knew like I gotta, utilize this trip and make this shit, squeeze the juice out of Jamaica. You know
I was
what
like,
I'm
did you go to Jamaica for the?
Now
yeah,
you did.
Okay,
I went
okay.
with the purpose of like, so, we had the dope spots. It was this cave. And I was like, yo, I gotta shoot something with a bitch in the cave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the water and all that. You know what I mean?
I
So,
saw
and then I was like,
yeah.
and then,
Jumping off
and then
the
I was like,
cliff?
I gotta do on horse too. I was like, something on a horse.
Jamaica, yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah. I'm with you.
But I'm like filming this shit myself, so like it's hard as fuck because the shit is like on the thing. I'm about to drop my camera in the fucking ocean because I'm riding a horse like this, like wild rapping, like so. This shit was crazy. So y'all better fucking appreciate how much work.
No, I saw it.
we love the artist.
Well, you
I almost fucking died doing
The
this
way
shit
you're
sometime.
explaining it sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But watching the video, when I saw the horse part,
Yeah.
I was like, all right, it doesn't seem how
It doesn't
you
look like it
you
was.
was.
Yeah,
You ain't look like the
easy.
struggle
Yeah, it
was
looked
there.
easy.
You
And
know
then you
what?
see somebody. I saw somebody jumping off a cliff into the water. I'm like, all right, cool. This kind of dope.
So you know how to
Thank you,
shoot your
brother.
video now? You got your setup?
Listen, every episode I do is on an iPhone, son.
Listen, the world has
I
changed
mean,
so
well,
much,
you know
man.
what? I got cameras, and I'm actually a director now too. So
Yeah,
this is
shout out to that, man.
I got
Seen you
a
doing your
bunch of
acting thing,
videos.
too.
Yeah, I'm trying to just capitalize off all of my God-given
Why not, man?
abilities.
Why
You
not,
know,
that's
so
what's up. You
it's
I'm
definitely-
gonna ask Mr. Serious Jones to stop stealing my hoes, man. I seen you out here pimping out here in these streets, pimping when pimping is pimping. But this is what we're gonna do, man. Let's throw to your single, man. We're gonna come back and I'm gonna get into your journey a little bit. Keep you for like another half an hour. I ain't gonna hold you too long,
It's
man.
all good, brother.
American Dream Radio, Serious Jones,
Young
cool
nigga
ass track,
booming.
Mr. Left for your
Available
party.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, what's good, BR? How you feeling, bro?
You already know that. There you are, relax in the house. Bone some pies and kush.
Nice,
What going with you?
Oh, man, you know, I'm just trying to move these mountains, man. You know what I'm saying?
You already know them expect some big, exotic, crazy, mad thing from you, you know, dog.
For real. It's gotta be real.
Yeah, that me I say.
Yeah.
'Cause you can't wait no more, you have to do it yourself, you know, dog.
Facts.
Bam.
On a boat. Hey. On a boat, blowing loud out of Cuban. With some Cuban. Pull up on the block, they like, fuck you, man. Young nigga booming. 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 If you ain't getting to it, fuck you do it. Fuck you do it. Check the news, that's the reason for the shooting. Young niggas booming. Young nigga booming. Yeah, young nigga booming. Booming. Young nigga booming.
Building American Dream Radio, man. I know y'all paying attention to what's going on, man, but my guy Serious Jones is in the building, and like I said, man, we got a chance to get some American Dream questions. Hopefully right before it go, I'm gonna steal his top 5. See, I'll set him up by letting him think about that. I think I'm gonna ask him his top 5 battle rappers, but I'm gonna wait till that'll be the last thing. I'm gonna let you think about that for a second. Yeah, but I'm gonna get to your journey a little bit, man. I know we run a little late for all my peoples out there listening. I don't know why our signal ain't acting right in here, but for all my people on your journey, man, I did want to touch on that a little bit and just figure out where you at with that and where you was not at with that. So let me get this straight. You were born in New York City, is that correct?
No, sir.
Oh, see how I messed that up?
Yeah, it's all good. I was born in Detroit, Michigan.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How old? Talk me through 0 through 5, I guess, because this is how we want to make sure we.
0 through 5.
Where was you at? Where was you born at?
I was in Detroit from 0 to 5. I think I came to Jersey when I was like 4 or 5. And
do you remember what part of Detroit you lived in? Any of that?
Yeah, Southfield they call it.
Shout out to
7 Mile.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I stayed off 7 Mile, I think. And Detroit was crazy. I mean, my pops was from Harlem, you know what I mean?
And he went to Detroit?
Yeah, but you know, I didn't find out why until a long time later, but it was a reason why and all that.
I think that's
Shout out to my cousin Rip.
Yeah.
Shout out to my
Something
Uncle
was
Rip.
going on in the D.
Now my Uncle Rip and I got in some shootouts, some all kinds of crazy
Hey, we
stuff.
gonna keep
But,
don't anyway. Shout out to Uncle Rip.
We're gonna say that to the story, but
that's for the
I got
podcast.
a documentary and a real
later.
story that I'm gonna really, kind of get into my whole life,
Okay.
which is coming out soon. Life is Serious documentary, but
I told you this before. That's what we do at American Dream, and I'm glad that you're sort of setting that up for what you got going on because I feel like it's necessary. So I want to move forward. 0 to 5. You're in Detroit.
0 to 5, then
Let's go 5 to 10.
then Jersey.
Now. Jersey.
East Orange. I was first in EO. South one. Back then, I guess it was a little nicer, but yeah, right off the highway, there's these buildings that got the white top. If you know Jersey,
Yeah, I do.
That's where I used to stay, and up until I think like 8, I think.
You was East
7
Orange that
or
whole time.
7, I don't know. And then I went to Rock Creek Park. And,
Let me ask
Inglewood,
East
New
Orange.
Jersey.
Isn't it like Tretching them from like the East Orange
Yeah,
area?
EO,
Okay, see,
that's
I'm
a fact.
paying attention.
Queen
man.
Latifah,
Yeah.
Tretch.
Yeah.
That whole area is like East Orange, Irvington, Newark.
All connected, it felt like.
you'll be driving across the street, now you're in Irvington, or you know what I'm saying?
I had a crib in Irvington.
Was that when like your rap career kind of took off, or was it
Oh,
inspired
hell no.
by then?
Hell no. I wasn't growing up. I didn't want to be a rapper. I didn't.
You was around. You were around Queen. You were around Naughty.
I was a kid then, but
okay.
But I was still listening to music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had my little Walkman. I think when I was about 8.
Oh, yeah, my first Walkman. I had that same thing.
Yeah, and I would walk around. I remember I got popped one time because I was like I guess I was just air humping or something to push it.
Shout out to Salt and Pepper.
You know what I mean? That was probably like 1988, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, 89 or some crazy shit like
Right.
that.
Have you always been a hip hop fan?
It's always been in my blood, my family, my cousins. Even when I wasn't up on shit, my cousins would put me on, 92. I was just talking about this on the block the other day. Free my cousin B.O. He the one that really showed me how to, clean my Air Ones with the toothbrush.
Nice.
And he was like, I remember we were at the family reunion, and he was like, yo, man, you don't know about Wu-Tang Clan?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the fuck is a Wu-Tang Clan? You know
Never
what I
heard
mean?
of
This
that
is
one.
like 1992, though.
Wow.
Right when MET,
Like,
HOD.
right? That was the first
Man,
one that
that's the
came
first time
out.
you'd heard them. Yeah.
Protect your neck and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that after that, it was over. When I was like 11, that's when I really got turned out to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But I would go watch Video Music Box. You know what I mean? Ralph McDaniels. I would be glued to the TV. Watching Rosie Perez popping it. And
Hey,
all
Rosie,
that.
how you doing?
know what
She
I mean?
still live in
So,
Brooklyn, too. She look
yeah, I
good.
love her.
She living. I don't
love
want to put her out there like that.
Nah,
but
I know
what
you,
Yeah,
Rosie.
all right. I'm about to
She
say
was
hi.
at the gym battle.
Shout out to Rosie Perez.
Yeah, Rosie Perez.
Rosie
She
Perez
might have
is
gave my
hip hop.
first erection, man.
I was about to say, Rosie. I'll sidetrack all of us for a second. Rosie Perez
Mookie, where you going?
Rosie Perez
my
might have been the-
all-time crush, my nigga.
She might have been the first.
That was the first, like,
hip hop. Everybody think about it.
first
like,
joint.
Like
She was
first
the first
J Lo.
joint.
She was the first Beyonce.
She was the first J-Lo.
first-
Y'all are retarded.
fly
Like,
girl.
for real, who was the first hot? We all knew Rosie
Yo,
Perez.
she popping that
Pumping
shit.
dumb hard and
With that body
do the
suit
right
on.
thing.
Swinging that shit.
Hey, Rosie.
Yeah, and niggas was like, yeah.
Watch, you never saw something
Word.
about that opening scene?
Man.
Do the right
Word.
thing. So listen, man. I
Yo.
want to make sure we get here and get this right now. You in between, I want to say 8 and 10 years old now. I'm sort of messing with you a little bit. What school did you go to? Do you remember what junior elementary you was in at the time?
I went to Genesee Dismas Middle, Lincoln Elementary. Actually, unfortunately, my elementary school, they shut down. They
Oh, no.
Turned it into some fucking condos.
Okay.
But
Wow.
yeah, it's getting crazy.
Gentrification is
Inglewood
everywhere.
is,
Well,
you
they
know
did
what I
that
mean?
on
It's turned
Humphrey
into a whole
Fifth Street
new
too, with
thing.
that school building.
Yeah, man. But I went to Lincoln, and then I went to Cleveland, and then it's Genesee Dismas is the middle school, and then Dwight Morrow High School.
So boom.
That's all Inglewood.
Let's fast forward that thought a little bit. You are now, because I'm gonna get to this point where you fell in love with hip hop and all of this stuff. You're now about let's go middle school now. You're about 12 to 15.
No, I was already by then. By
was
then,
already
I
in?
was tagging shit, and I was
When did
DJ.
the hip hop?
okay.
When did this
My
officially?
pops kind
What
of
age was that? You think 11, 12, 9ish?
9. My
Okay.
pops actually got me. He bought me my first rap album, which was Public Enemy: Fear of a Black Planet.
Nice.
Because he saw that I was so into rap and all that. And my pops, he comes from the streets, but he's the brother,
Right.
Islam alaikum and all that.
5%ers.
But, the nation, though.
Okay,
you know what
all
I mean?
right.
So he's more like, if he sees me doing something, he's not going to tell me don't do it. He's going to steer me in the right direction. So he was like, I know you like rap. So there's some positive rap right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Public Enemy. You know about them? And I thought my pops was the coolest nigga in the world for knowing about Public Enemy.
That was enough
know
for
what
you,
I mean?
huh?
So after that, I was really like, then I started getting albums. Then I started getting, instead of just I'm listening to radio, I need to go get the cassette, or I need to go get the vinyl. And my cousin Bob, man, he the first one that gave me, he gave me 2 Technique 1100 turntables.
Ooh.
And like 3 crates of records.
See, that's that DJ talk over there.
You know what
See
I
him
mean?
shaking his head.
Yeah, so anybody knows what that is, like niggas don't give you that. You know what I'm saying? That shit is like at least 1,000 for each joint. And I think my mom's, for my birthday, I asked her for the Scratch Max, the mixer. And that was, at first I wanted to be a DJ.
Okay,
You know
what
I
was your
mean? So I was
DJ
just-
name? Because I was a DJ too.
My DJ name was DJ Parquet.
Wow. See, I hope somebody got. No, all the cameras are running. That's all right. You can't. I don't even know we haven't heard that nowhere before.
No, but listen.
Parquet, though? We want
Parquet.
to Parquet butter?
Parquet butter.
That's all
back
right.
then butter was this, you know what I
You
mean?
know I
That shit
can
is
never-
butter.
I can
You know
never
what I mean?
eat Parquet
So I'm like,
again
nigga,
now.
I'm DJ Parquet. You know what I mean? Like, I always been kind of a, swaggy little nigga. So I thought I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna be. And we used to tag it, me and my crew. When I got to middle school, that's when I clicked up with my crew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there was like 5 of us that was really, you know what I mean? We was like the trendsetters of the school and all
Right.
that. So they would tag, and that's when I started going tagging and shit. you know what I mean, spray painting the little brooks and the little areas where we got little alleyways in Jersey and Inglewood at least. So that's when I really started living the culture more so. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're walking
Started
through the
having
whole
guns
hip hop
shit.
and all that.
Yeah, like
Graffiti.
Let me ask you that. I want to rewind this thought for a second. My name is Khalil, born Khalil Allah.
peace.
Yeah, I was about to say. Were you studying? Was your family religious? I guess.
Yeah, my
growing
name's
up?
Salim.
Yeah.
You
Did
know,
my
that's
research.
Muslim. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum.
Yes,
too.
alaikum salam.
And,
So, were you studying this at the time? Like, was your family Muslim?
I was never forced to like really study or participate in like lessons or whatever, but I was always taught them. I was always raised to, we go to the mosque.
Yeah, so did you
Picture
have to
day.
go on Saturday?
I
Was
didn't
it-
have to, but we did. I had to if we were going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a thing where like every Sunday we got to be in the mosque but we would go. You know what I'm saying? We would go to the Museum of Natural History for Kwanzaa shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
My
dope.
family's real Afrocentric and really taught. My mother's a teacher. To this day, she still wears garbs and African robes and all that. So I was really taught about my culture.
You was a disappointment when you came back home and said, I'm rapping, huh?
No, not even. Not
Yeah,
even.
so to hear you
Not
say
even.
you're going to watch football is a disrespect to his age.
What? I said, come on, I do sports, bro.
It'd be a disappointment if I'm rapping about
The
certain
wrong things.
shit.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
got
mean? If I'm rapping like, and my mom's or pops sometimes be like, well, hey, you know where I ain't raised you to be. All right, but when I do some, conscious, positive, uplifting shit, it's like I saw that then I like that.
And have
So
they
it's all
caught any of
good.
your battles? Like, have
Yeah,
they
oh yeah.
So I'm-
firsthand?
No, I don't think firsthand. But
Yeah,
my
I don't know
My
if
pops, he definitely, he's in tune with the culture.
Okay, yeah, I was about to
He
say.
knows battle rappers. He knows the
Okay.
sayings. He be hitting me with a text every now and then. I said, yo, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So shout out to my pops.
Shout out
That's
to your
my
pops
guy,
for that.
man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Big Salim.
Do you remember your first battle?
Even
No, I'm talking about. I'm not talking about your first.
first.
Your first on the
Yeah.
street. Like
the first battle
How
I
old?
had was in the cafeteria.
How old are you?
Probably like 12, 13.
All right, so we on the same timeline.
did you
This is
win?
perfect. This is perfect.
Yeah. Honestly, I've only lost 2 battles in my life.
Do you feel like
who?
that, or is it, because some of it is subjective,
One is
some
a
of
nigga
it
named, one
is.
is a nigga named some weird other dinosaur other than the T-Rex, I think.
nah.
Or
Hey,
Rex something.
listen,
And he's from Brooklyn. And that was
Shout
like
out to
my
him.
first time in Fight Club. I was at the point where I thought I was that much of a genius that I could just get drunk and just freestyle for whole battles with no kind of written nothing.
Bad idea.
Yo, let me ask you something.
Bad idea. Basically. So
Life lesson.
that battle, I was just...
Was that
and
your
that's-
first, second? Like, was that
That
early
was the
on?
second battle I think I ever had in Fight Club. Because the first one, that's what I did. I just drunkenly freestyled and killed the nigga. So the second one, I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not writing shit.
So I gotta
Yeah,
go
good.
rewind
that's
this
your
a little
text.
bit.
And I was
Okay,
just
got
saying regular shit, kind of wasn't that crazy. And he said some regular shit, but it was close enough where I couldn't even really be mad at them for saying he won because I should have came
Better prepared.
ready. And after that, I never lost again.
Let me rewind this for you a little bit now. Battle rap, 12 years old. You said you had your first battle. How'd you find?
It was like
I tried to
snapping back
rap
then.
for 32 minutes of my life when I was about 12. In between
Right.
12, it didn't work for me. I said, nope, this ain't my thing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be a rapper. I knew that right away. I had the pen to paper. Like I said, when did you actually?
Well, you know what mine
How
started
did this
off-
happen? Did you just bars just came out your mouth? Like what happened one day?
It started where, like, growing up, I didn't have the best clothes. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the new GT dyno with the pegs on it and all
Okay,
that. So
okay.
it was a thing where it started off as, like, I had to start learning to use words to defend myself because I was getting in too many fights. You know what I mean? I couldn't snap, and I wasn't that witty at that time. So
Okay.
so if somebody, was talking shit about my fucking doodle brownie tonics, that, you know what I mean?
Etonics is hard right now.
I love these tonics
Right now,
But you
get
know,
them-
when you get the wrong color back, the
Yeah.
color that wasn't cool,
All the time.
that's like at the bottom of the
I never
joint.
had.
at
Etonics was
Caldor's
cool
or
in my house because they
Woolworths and
was
shit.
cheap.
You had
Yeah.
Skippies ready to
Yeah,
I had
like,
Skippies
They
too.
know if you had the off-brand shit by the color sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
you
yeah,
know
the
how
brown
you see a
ones
nigga
wasn't
with
it.
It was doodle brown too.
The brown ones wasn't it. I
It
ain't gonna hold
wasn't
you.
it.
I ain't gonna hold you.
And I had the doodle brownie tonics. Niggas is, you know what I'm saying, cracking jokes. And in Jersey, we got it. I mean, it's probably a universal hood saying, but we got a thing where it's like, but you can't beat me though.
Yeah, that's
That's the end of.
That's Brooklyn, Jersey.
That's New York.
You know what I mean? That's, you know, you can't.
Worst
you can't
case
beat me
scenario,
though.
I will
Worst
kick
case
that.
scenario, when it comes down to it, if I have nothing else to say,
You can't beat me though.
you can't beat me though. So I would always have nothing else to say because I wasn't fly enough at the time. I knew it. You know
See,
what
now
I'm saying?
me and you
So-
got a similar story because my mom dressed me in shoes
Yeah.
and jeans, so I
would have to wear the cool feet of
You know
picture
what I mean?
day. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, y'all two
So
is
I was the
confessing
Muslim
here
kid.
today.
I was the Muslim kid, and I was always, you know, creative, outspoken, and talented, I guess, a little bit. So
Okay.
I used to get kind of hated on or whatever. So after, you know, I started getting in fights, you know what I'm saying? I started being like, fuck that. Like, you know, so I started fighting and getting suspended every, like, week. So my moms and, you know, everybody would be like, you know, they didn't really care as long as I didn't get in trouble or suspended or whatever. But they didn't want me, you know, they wasn't raising no punk. So if they found out some story about how I got in a, you know, fight and didn't win,
Yeah,
I might
they-
get my
they
ass
ain't
whooped
with
for
it.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
So
ain't
it
with
was
that
like,
either.
it got to the point where I was like, man, I got to do something better than fight. I got to
So
learn
now
how
you
to.
talk to me. You're about what, 14, 15 now?
Now
when is this
now
official?
I'm about 13, 14.
Okay.
And you know, I was a little more awkward then, but that's when I started really coming into my swag because I started playing ball.
I was getting
I started
to that.
coming to New York. That's when I started being in Harlem around like 13.
What brought you to Harlem from Jersey, Irvington? You're 13,
Riverside
14?
Church,
Nice.
Gauchos. You know what I mean? Just the ball and the ambiance of the streets was better in Harlem. So I was kind of developed. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had already done a bunch of shit that regular motherfuckers didn't do.
At that age.
Like, at that age. So I was like, nigga, I'm going to the city. And I would just, you know, the Poppy van is $1 and you just get on
Yeah,
it and
make it
it's 10
happen.
minutes, you right here. So I was playing, you know, in these AAU tournaments and fucking with niggas in Harlem when I was like 13, 14. So that's when a lot of my extra
Your
sauce
swag came.
Swag.
came to be. You know what I'm saying?
So let me get this straight. How, because you know we always fighting for time on radio and stuff like that. What the time frame of you getting from the Fight Club to 14? What age did you actually start going to the Fight
Well,
Club?
this is what
and-
happened because I'll be incomplete telling stories sometimes.
Yeah, don't
What
worry about
happened was from the fighting came the snapping. Because now it's like now you're getting a little swaggier. You know what I mean? Now I am getting. You
Now
know,
they-
I'm
they
able to
can't
get some
beat you
money.
and you fly.
I would have. Hello. And I would have, you know, the clothes now. Now I would, you know, come up with my little silks. I always dressed like a pimp though. I don't know what I was thinking.
Was you still parquet?
I wasn't. I stopped being parquet.
Okay, I
after
want to make
about-
sure I don't want to
after
run up through these
about-
streets like this.
Nah, after about 3 months. After about 3 months of
It
just
came
sitting there
to it?
scratching, wear it up, over and over in my room.
It was
I was
over
over
with.
it. Like,
All
what
right.
the fuck am I supposed to do as a 13-year-old DJ? Like, ain't nothing to do.
Man,
we
you
ain't having no house party. You know what I'm saying? So
Parquet
I was
came
like,
and
this
went.
shit ain't
All right,
Parquet melted.
Fuck this shit. But what we used to do, we used to snap. We used to have snap battles, epic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your
roasting
mom's so
sessions.
fat, this, that, yeah.
That type
I
of
got
shit, you know. I just saw your mom swimming in the brook with a knife in her teeth.
Yeah.
Just, you know, just random shit. That's just like.
Don't worry, we
just,
baiting Commodore right now. Don't worry about it. We're going to get him
all
up.
good, yeah.
He ain't that funny to me.
So the snapping turned into a rap battle. Just because, you know, now niggas is
Joneses.
rapping.
Yeah,
and
no
now
pun
niggas
intended.
is snapping with them trying to. I'm battling you now. But really it was snaps.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I always was good at snapping. And that's what kind of carried over to where I was good at rap battles. So I'll sum it up for you just because of time. So when I was 17, I went to college, right?
Nice.
I walked on.
Don't sound so disappointed. Like, that's a good thing. Because I went to college.
I went to college, guys, and wasted 50 bands. No, I'm just joking.
Like,
wasn't
wasn't
in
in jail. Like, no, it's all right. You did
Nah,
good.
but,
that was the right thing to do. Just want to let you know.
Well, I actually got a lump sum of money and from this situation. And it was like I had scholarship offers, but where I wanted to go, rest in peace, Coach Mack, he was like one of the biggest influences in my life as an athlete and as like just a mentor.
Yeah.
And he was like the only OG that I really could just listen to whatever he told me. So he just handed me a brochure and was like, go here. And I was like,
And where was here?
it was in Florida A&M.
Okay.
And they had a business program and they was a
One of my
D1
boys went to
basketball
Florida
team.
A&M too, yeah.
Yeah, so they was D1 in basketball, and they had like this business program where you can get your master's in 5 years. So I was like, you know what, all right. And he like, it's Florida, gonna be all kinds of girls. I'm like, you fucking right. I'm going to Florida.
I'm on
So
out
did
of
you
it.
get your degree?
No.
No, he got him out of there.
When I got down there,
I see where the story
that's
going.
when it got crazy. You know what I mean? Because when I got down there, I really realized how much game I had. I was like, damn, now I'm selling shit. Now I'm up here selling fake Louis. That's when I started cutting niggas' hair. I just put up flyers. Now I'm cutting niggas' hair in the dorm bathroom.
So just out of pure
hustling.
Just out of pure joking, did you mean to tell me that at the time
you didn't know how to cut hair?
You didn't know how to cut hair when you first started cutting?
I did not. I had one clipper. I had one clipper that I made all the way sharp. I made the shit go down always sharp, so I could cut your whole shit and line you up with
that one
big joint.
Man.
I figured I had to rig this shit on some jail shit to like get it to, and now I'm like cutting niggas' whole scalp open. Like, you know what I mean? You come back to me next week with a fucking outline of a pink scab around your shit.
I let y'all
I'm
know
like,
you need
yo,
to stay
my
with
bad,
some
yo.
things, man.
But like, that's how I learned how to cut hair. I just said, all right, I'm gonna cut y'all niggas' hair. I'm selling y'all niggas weed. I got fake Louis belts. I got everything.
What happened to basketball?
Basketball was over after the first couple of weeks of practice.
You got down there in Florida, huh?
No, I got down, and really also, I got down there and I realized that, nigga, Division I sports is a totally different type of conditioning.
It's different.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was nice. You know
Shout
what I mean?
out to
Talent-wise, I could, I could shoot, I could cross, I could, you know what I mean? I could pass, I could see the floor. I'm 6'4". I had all of the tools, but don't matter once you just ran 2 hours.
Now it becomes who's in better condition.
Now, exactly. And these niggas is 6'9",
and
they've
running
been
there.
faster than me.
Listen, they've been
jumping
there.
higher. You know what I mean? And they've been working the
They
fuck
there.
out.
Like you coming there catching up. They
I'm
have
throwing
been
up.
there.
I'm throwing up. You know what I mean?
Barber.
Oh man. And I realized that's when it tested my love too though. Like that's when you'll know how much love you got for something when you got to fight for it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's when I got to the point where I was like, man, like I probably could have still, you know what I mean, whatever, but I didn't have the love for it no more. I'm like, now I'm fucking smoking weed. Now I'm like, actually I wasn't smoking weed yet. I started smoking weed the week after I stopped playing basketball.
Man, shout out to you going to Jamaica.
And that's when I started rapping.
Well,
look at the bright side. Zach Randolph retired and got caught with a few bricks right after.
Just recently, and OJ Mayo, they just let him back in the league.
OJ Mayo?
They let him. No, he got kicked out of the league for like a whole year, 2 years. They just let him back for some weed. Michael Phelps won 19. How many gold medals he won?
Crazy, man.
Moving to Colorado. Let's keep up.
Yeah. You did all this. We in Florida. You cutting hair with one clipper.
Have you had a battle?
I do the same thing too.
I got into a battle as a dare.
As a dare?
Like
Fight Club was the dare, or because I feel like Fight Club was the first time the world.
Yeah, that was the first time the world saw me
got their hands on you. So that's what I'm trying to build to. So tell me about the first battle, the dare or whatever that was.
Well, basically, now I'm high and freestyling, right? And I don't, I'm just, it's fun to me, right? But other people are looking at me like, yo, like,
you can rap.
This might work.
You're like a real rapper.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm looking at them back like, shut up, y'all niggas high. Like, we just, and so this tape came out. We used to make karaoke tapes on like one side you play the beats, the other side you record it and put like a headphone in there. It's like a mic.
Yeah, that's how you talk. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So you can make little bullshit ass mixtapes like this. This is what we would do on some high shit and then listen to each other, listen to our shit later.
Right.
Bug out. You know what I mean? So I guess I had got my hands on this tape finally that everyone was talking about. Yo, your tape is crazy, your tape. And then when I heard this shit, it just fucked my head up. I couldn't believe it was me. It sounded like a real rapper. So after that, they had this battle. They had these freestyle battles at this spot called the Cow House.
We in Miami. We in Florida still.
In Tallahassee.
Yeah,
Tallahassee, Florida.
I love the women in Tallahassee, by the way.
Oh man,
so I had a great
Tally
time.
hoes.
Shout out to Tallahassee. I had a great time out there.
That's what
if
they
you ever
call
in
it.
Tallahassee, please make sure y'all go.
It's a college town. So
yeah, it's a beautiful place to be.
Florida State is there.
Yeah.
So it's just you got all kinds of girls down there. But basically, yeah, that's what happened. I did it for the girls, and I did it because they had a certain amount of money you won. I think it was like $500 for whoever wins. Mm-hmm. So actually, that's where everything started from that one battle because
did you win?
No,
okay,
I didn't win.
That was the first battle you lost.
I came in second, I think, or something like that.
No.
But my nigga that won became my partner in rap. He was from Jersey. The nigga is crazy. To this day, he's still the best rapper that I know of.
Now let me
His
ask you.
name is Honors English, but his name was Eclipse back then, and we
Shout out
started
the
a group.
Eclipse, a.k.a. Honest English,
Yeah, we
man.
started a group called First Ave, and that's where I started rapping as a group.
Now let me ask you this: at that particular moment, was the culture changed? The culture changed a lot.
Facts.
Because at one point, you know, battle was LL Cool J, Kumo D. They really wouldn't see each other. They'd talk about each other on wax, and
Right.
that'd be it.
Right.
Obviously, at some point, a camera got involved, and two people got in front of each other's face, and it started, and this became the birth of battle rap. So I'm thinking it happened similar to the Bronx. It's happening all over the country simultaneously.
Right.
On that day when you lost, or the battle that day, was that the first? Did hand-to-hand combat start yet at that point, or was it just?
At that point, to me, like, first of all,
I call it hand-to-hand combat, but you're saying did it?
oh, you mean like fighting?
No, not fighting, but
Oh,
just like
alright.
the
Battle
freestyle
rap.
when y'all right there in front of each other's face,
Yeah.
and was it going on like that at that moment?
Yeah, that's what that was.
Okay,
And
okay.
that was my first introduction to this. Like, I've seen niggas battle in the hood before, you know what I mean, or whatever, but it wasn't at that time. I don't even think niggas really had cameras. They didn't have camera
No,
phones.
it couldn't have been.
So unless somebody had an actual
It was one of
camcorder,
them
like
type
the news
yeah,
joint,
the joint.
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Then, and that's when around that time when people started filming things. You know what I'm saying? Like 2000, like, you know what I mean? Something around there when people started saying, "Oh, yo, let's rap on a camera." So, for me, that battle, that first time, it was such a win because I had never even thought that I could even do this. So for me to, out of however many people to even be in the finals of it with no raps written, just freestyling.
Gotcha.
And also, I met Needles. Shout out to Needles. He's a Grammy Award winning producer now. He did stuff for, you know, everybody from Mary, 50, Bruno Mars. You know what I mean? This was the first guy.
Introduction.
I was the first person to rap on one of his beats, and he was the first person to ever give me a beat in the studio to rap on.
Nice.
So after that battle, I met a dude named Kenyatta. Shout out to Kenyatta. And he was like, "Yo, man, you know, I want to put you in the studio with my guy." And I was like, "Word?" He was like, "Yeah, you know what I mean? Y'all need to make some music." After that, I went from straight accidentally stumbling in the battle rap to boom, now I'm in the studio making records. And it was like the same day.
Now, let's get to this Fight Club thing, because again, I feel like that's when the world got a chance to officially see you. You done did maybe a couple battle raps, I'm assuming by now, one in the studio once or twice.
Yeah.
How did you end up at this Fight Club with P? Shout out to International P.
Word.
We got to hang out once or twice. Shout out to UP. And my guy Vaughn for making this whole thing, put this together.
Facts.
But
Vaughn Jeff.
Yeah, Vaughn Jeff too, man. But I guess, how did you end up getting to the Fight Club? Because I feel like the Fight Club really happened before Smack, happened before all the other
That's a
leagues.
Fendi.
So I'm trying to figure out. That was the first time me personally going out and getting a DVD
Right.
and watching it unfold. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And obviously it got hot to everybody coming up to the Fight Club after that. But Smack and everything
Fight Club
came
was
How
Fight
did
Club
you get
was
there?
epic, though.
Yeah, how did you get to the Fight Club?
Well, two people told me about Fight Club. Dude that I was dealing with at the time, Delaney, we went to school together. He actually told me about it. And this other guy told me about it, T. And I kept hearing things about it, but they was really like, yo, you need to do this shit. This is your type of shit. So I went up there, and the ambiance was crazy in there. It's just street niggas in there, money
Yeah,
in the air,
it was
gambling,
nasty.
smoking.
It was nasty.
You know what I mean? It was industry, and it was street, and it was hip hop. So I actually got excited, and on some drunk shit, I just started freestyling. When there was like a dull moment and it was in between battles, that's where the I said yo shit came from. I just was like, I said yo, and just start going in. And niggas was like, oh shit, like who the fuck is this nigga? But they was kind of on me like, yo, bro, like come on, man, you can't just be
fucking
like,
up, yeah, you fucking
saying,
up with
turn
me.
this into your own personal show, like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I
So
said,
I'm like,
yeah.
all right, so you know what I mean? Let me in, like, what's up? So they wanted me to like audition or some shit, and I'm like, yeah, I'm bugging, like I'm not fucking auditioning. You know what I mean? Like, but the thing was money. People were betting money.
Yeah, there's been a lot of
How,
money.
how does that work? Because we're going to get to that. I really want
You
to know.
bet. You bet.
It's like
You
a
know what I
dice
mean?
game.
Okay.
Yeah, just like a bet. I
Alright.
got 500 on him. I got that. But the
Got a
way I
band
would do it, I
on
would bet
Jones.
on me. I'm coming like on my own bag, like, yo, I got 500. I started off with, I think, 5, and I got up to a rack, and then 2,500, and up to 5. But I would, you know, just say, yo, I got this on me. Who y'all got for me? So basically, I wound up actually.
It's like the basketball game.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So I started off. I didn't want to audition. They had some guy too much. Actually, the guy from Europe that I battled the same night that I battled Jin. I didn't want to battle either one of them niggas.
Okay.
Cause
Jin was not your first battle, was he?
nah, hell no.
No, I mean in the Fight Club.
Nah, in Fight Club, the reason I got the Jin battle. First of all, just so that you know history-wise, I probably had 50 battles at least in the streets way before Fight Club. Like back then, you had to battle like whenever.
Yeah, I
Like,
get it.
all right, we're going downtown. Okay, now there's a rapper there. You gotta battle him. It's like a thing. Like it's almost like the Wild Wild West. Like you know how a nigga Doc Holliday or something comes to town and there's some other gunslinger.
Right.
Somehow they gotta get into a shootout. Like,
Right.
it's
you
no-
know,
Step
like there's
back
no
and-
just being cool and we both chilling. Like
Right.
Yeah.
because somebody gonna gas it or something. You know what I mean? So
That would have been me.
I battled Shells. I battled Loaded Lux. I battled. Well, Ice wasn't really a battle, a freestyle, but
Shout out to Head Ice,
it's been
man.
at least. I probably had 30, 40 battles on the streets of New York just alone. So I had already got to the stage where my name was ringing as a battle rapper.
Okay.
So that's why it was like when I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm Serious Jones, nigga, I ain't auditioning. It's like, oh, we heard of you, but you still gotta, rap for us. or
Sure
something.
won't.
But
So
who is
I
this
rap
telling you they
for-
got to rap for you?
I rap for him against the Kid Too Much for like a little quick 2 bars, whatever session. And they was like, all right, cool, we let you in, you know what I mean? So then I won 12 in a row in like 1 year. Like every time I battled, I was just winning.
Now, at the
So
same time-
after that,
Yeah,
after that 12 in a row run, then it was like, all right, this nigga's the king of Fight Club. So the only person left is Jin.
Now, my understanding is Jin hadn't did the Fight Club yet.
No, he had did
He had did the Fight Club,
yeah.
but where was he? Was he on?
did
He had
Fight
did the
Club.
BET thing already too.
He had did this thing called the Power Summit, which is like where we battled for 50 racks.
Yeah.
And he won that twice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, and he had did Smack, he had did all the other shit, and he did Fight Club a couple times. But I think at that time it was more of a status thing. He had more wins than me in Fight Club, but he was at a higher status in Fight Club because he was undefeated. He had a record deal. He was, a name.
I ain't
So,
saying it because it was 3-0 Jones. I just watched it again last night just because.
I mean, interestingly enough,
I done been
even
through all your
that
battles in the
battle,
last
they didn't
24
even
hours, by
want
the
me.
way.
That's
In
gangster.
the last 24 hours, I done been through everything you ever did.
That's beautiful.
I'm over it.
That's
I'm like,
beautiful,
yeah,
man.
that's it. I can't listen to another battle. The Charlie Clips one, I said I might think that was 2-1, not 3-0. I think he slid
Okay,
around
yeah,
in there.
Yeah, that was 2-1.
Yeah.
I'll give him the second.
Yeah, I was about to say you might have
people don't
slid.
want. A lot of people don't want to give me my wins because sometimes I have too much fun. Sometimes I make it look easy, and people don't like that. Sometimes. You know what I mean?
Do you
Because-
find that, because I guess we're already at the Fight Club, we already did that, you definitely beat Jen for the people that don't know. Your sense of humor started to become a part of what you were doing, right?
Right.
Do you find that people sort of took that like a little bit more personal because you were sort of telling jokes and rapping a little bit at this? Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, did that make it? Because I even seen the dude like, yo, I don't want nobody to tell all the jokes, and I'm like, well, whatever works is what works. Like,
I'm gonna try to be as
don't you dare do that on
Blunt?
American Dream
as
Radio.
humble as I possibly
Don't
can.
you dare do that on American Dream Radio. We just got nominated for an award. We'll talk about that another
shit.
time. But
all right, well, I mean, I didn't for a long time. I didn't think anybody was. I guess I'd be in denial sometimes. So like, I didn't really think anybody was copying off me, or I didn't think I made anything up.
No, I can give you
thought
some
I
names
was
right
just
now.
being myself, and I'm like, nah, niggas is just doing them. Like I was in denial, but it wasn't until honestly like the last 5-6 years that I really realized like, wow, like this
listen,
is
man,
my
look,
shit.
I'll say it since the boss one.
You know,
When I
like-
see, like, for instance, like Goods, and I got a chance to watch him pull a nose a little bit, and like it's not a disrespect to him. It's almost like saying, listen, if you watch Michael and now you Kobe, that's all right. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but don't act like you didn't see
You didn't
it.
make that
Like-
fadeaway up.
Like,
you know what I mean?
that's it. So
It's just
it's not a disrespect
and
to
then
him, but
now
it's like, if I
and now-
seen this 10 years
and now this is
before.
what niggas is doing to me now, which is interesting, which is why I gotta come back, smash and scrape, you know what I mean, be on a 10-0 undefeated streak against all you new niggas that thought could fuck with me. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that niggas is now coming at the originator like, who do you think you are? Like, nigga, who do you think you are? You doing my move.
Like, I definitely, I watched
like,
it from the beginning.
nobody talked rapped back then.
That's what I'm getting at. Like, and when I name those people, you know, like I said, I seen, I don't want to say Goods, I seen do it. K-Shine sort of does it a little bit. I see a lot of
Goods,
them like,
K-Shine.
You ain't gotta say it,
I have history
say
with
it.
all of these people, man. You know what I'm saying? When I met Goods, I was judging one of his battles in the Lions Den.
Okay.
I don't think he liked me because of the fact that I was trying to, you know what I mean? I tried to give him some game about whatever. He was doing the long extra pause thing and all that then with verse Rich Dollars.
Yeah.
And I kind of tried to tell him, like, bro, you were like over pausing.
Yeah.
Like, you were doing too much.
Right.
And I don't think he liked that. I think he took it into offense. So we wound up getting in some whatever later. But even K-Shine, when K-Shine was like maybe 13, 14 years old, he and his little boys came up to me on the block in Harlem like, yo, we want to battle you, son. We got some money. You know what I mean? So I've been really a part of this culture so long that I've had the chance to watch generations grow up and become, you know what I mean? So it's
the
like,
new thing.
so it's like, to me, it's kind of funny.
Why is hip hop, and I heard Hov say this on this interview, shout out to Elliot Wilson. We're going to wrap it up in a second, y'all, but why is hip hop so sensitive, and not just in battle rap, but I just want to say hip hop in general. I think he mentioned a Future line, and before you know it, Future is telling him he get the same money as him. Stop it, Future, by the way. But yeah, stop it. Why do you think like it's so sensitive? Because like even something as simple as you, yeah, even something so simple as you. I'm asking you the question. I posed to K-Shine the thing. Yeah. They may see this, clicks and be like, oh, he, like, why is it so hard for you to be able to mention, Hov said, like, Biggie would say stuff like,
we don't have the camaraderie, man. And we don't have the respect.
It's weird. Like, it's like you can't even say nothing about somebody or answer a question without it being a real all-out beef.
Because, you know what, at the end of the day, one, people defending their brand.
Bro.
So if that's, you know, that's your name, your reputation, that's how you eat. You know what I mean? So a lot of people get sensitive because nobody wants to look bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, a person like me, I mean, like just in this interview we've been talking about, I done been through the ringer. I done, you know what I mean? I done been to the snapping, fighting, you know, the streets, the drama. I've been in so many real scenarios that rap could never, like, it's not, I don't know. Like, I don't take it that serious, even though I do. I take it serious enough to put my whole life into it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But I don't take it serious enough to where if you got an opinion about my song or something, that now it's like, fuck you, bitch ass nigga, pull up when I see you, nigga.
Yeah,
you know
it goes there really
You know
quick.
how we
it's
be
like,
coming.
You know,
like,
gosh, like,
my nigga, like,
I don't like
so
your
now
song,
we
that's okay.
now we gotta have shootouts because of opinions.
Now
it's just corny.
I was what you said about Jay, you know, with the whole Future thing, like to me, that's just a play on words. He didn't.
That's what he said.
You know, it's just
What
simple.
did he say?
He sort of
In the
basically
future, niggas be playing ball with your son.
on the 444
Oh
album.
no. And Jay used to be my boss.
Poked him a
Def
little.
Jam. It's kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
No,
but
It's kind of,
you
know what I
know,
mean?
it
but
was a
you know,
poke. I'm not saying it
It's at
wasn't
least-
a poke,
it's at
but
least
it's
a-
like that's
In the
everything
future, niggas playing
required.
ball with your son. I heard that.
right?
Like,
but
yeah.
it's,
like
you
back-
see it, and the only reason why you can say, "Oh, damn, that's the future," is because you see Elliot.
You don't
I
wanna,
mean, not
but
Elliot,
you don't want to
Russell Wilson.
visualize that if you're
Right,
the guy.
but that's-
you know what I mean?
that's
you don't
that.
want to be made turned into that punchline.
I
You know what
completely
I'm saying?
get it,
Right.
but I'm saying that the requirement does it always have to be an aggressive response instead of like, I
No,
see
you
you.
know
what? Well,
Let me
you know
poke
what?
him on my next hit record.
Now we're in a place where I think people are just more sensitive. Period. Man.
Okay.
Because I was
You know what
watching.
I mean? Like everybody got an opinion about everything all day on social media and
ridiculous.
venting their feelings and like somebody cares.
Got to get you with this too.
Nobody cares, man.
Couple questions before we
I didn't
go.
mean to cut you off, bro.
No, I was listening to what Bun B said recently, and he was like, "See, with hip hop, it was created. You know, like left with you, I would say you're hip hop. You created it. The new generation inherited battle rap, so they don't appreciate it as much as you did because you went through the ringer. You was
That's a
grinded.
fact.
So it's like it's different when you inherit something to when you create
That's a
and
fact.
have to give it. Like, look at Paris Hilton. her family
No, that's a
created.
perfect analogy.
And then,
Because you're not
right,
gonna
and then when
appreciate
you
these millions when
you
somebody just handed it to you.
when you inherit it, it's different from when you've earned it and said, I could take game from him because I know he did it. When you inherit something, it's like you can't tell me no.
I ain't gonna
man.
lie to you. I mean, I think we changed the definitions. When I came up, you know, when somebody was pussy, it means that you're easily bothered. You're emotional. You like a girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to fight over a nigga snapping on you or doing some shit like, yo, you a clown. Like, you know what I mean? You can't handle yourself as a man. That's why you're pussy. You know what I'm saying? It's pussy niggas that was, you know, to shoot you the first.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you got pussy niggas that can't handle themselves like a man, don't know how to articulate, in their feelings, on drugs, fucking, you know, tricks and slaves to bitches and hoes and opinions of people. You willing to die, give your life to opinions of strangers that don't know, don't care nothing about you in front of the world. That's what you got niggas living like. They acting like literal girls. They literally emotional and into their feelings about small things.
Right.
Instead of just getting money.
With that
and that's, to me, what's changed the dynamic. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, I done been in just situations over battle rap now where they have gotten into real scenarios, real
Which
life
is ridiculous.
things. Which is, you know, I've tried to keep it from going there, but you know what I'm saying? It's to the point where now I had to realize, oh, nah, you in a different era.
I've always wondered that when it comes to battle rap, and I think I said this to somebody, like, I am from the real Brooklyn. I don't never want to pause about where I'm from.
Brooklyn.
The real Brooklyn.
The old
Bed-Stuy,
Brooklyn, they
Clinton,
call it?
between Gates and Green, the real Brooklyn.
that.
Please pull up if you're not sure.
Getting a little gentrified.
They did. They cleaned it up. They cleaned it up
Troop
a lot.
and all that around there.
Come through late though.
Yeah, you
still,
got some night. Late
still
night.
nervous. Still nervous. Still
Brooklyn.
We there.
It's always
I
gonna be
ain't never
Brooklyn.
go nowhere.
It's
It's
always
still
gonna be
there.
Brooklyn.
With that being said, like, how do you feel about the culture of battle rap where it's at right now? Because I know seems to go through different fluctuations of highs, lows. You know, It's hot for a second. I feel like it's cooled down a little bit. How do you feel about the culture of battle rap now? And
It's like beautiful and horrible
okay,
at the same time. Because right now, we got the world's attention. Or at least, you know, for the last 10 years, or something.
7 to 10
you know what I'm
years,
saying?
definitely.
And it's gotten to a point where now, I mean, I just came back from London, headlining a card. I just came back from Toronto,
Shout out to
headlining a
London.
card. You know what I'm saying? So it's to the point now.
Oh, y'all gonna interrupt 718-239-9200. Caller, please talk to me. What you got?
Paula, what up?
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Who is this? Tim? Who is this?
Wait, I can't even hear. I'm just like staticky. Oh, God. Is Serious Jones, is he up there?
Yes,
I
Sirius
sure
is in the
am.
building.
How you doing?
Hi, boo.
Hey, baby.
How you doing?
Oh, you know what I mean? I'm on ice like a polar bear, you know.
Okay. Loving the new music.
I
A
appreciate
new
that.
video.
I appreciate that, love.
Well,
We got more coming for you. Make sure you get Serious Business 3. You got the mixtape?
I'm about to get it right now.
I appreciate you, love.
We appreciate
hit
that
me on
love.
hit me on the gram so I could be like, that's love.
I got you. Keep grinding, all right?
Thank you, love.
Thank you, baby, for calling up. We appreciate you. American Dream Radio. See, I done told y'all already when he started the show. What's the first thing I said when he came on here? He's telling my hoes, man, you need to stop
Oh
this.
man, you know what? I'm not even calling them hoes no more. I'm just calling them ladies.
Ladies,
There you go.
You know what I
my
mean?
Mercedes.
Y'all ain't bitches no more. Y'all ain't hoes no more. Y'all just ladies, man. Cause I'm like, you know, we could talk about that whole thing at every
Yeah,
time.
we're gonna.
But you know, I'm on a different type
Shout
of
out
time.
to all the ladies. I'm trying to get my life together,
I'm
man.
on a different type of time.
I recently
Now-
killed all of my emojis, so don't worry about
No,
it.
you
That's
didn't.
it.
Stop it.
Good.
I left one.
Let me
That was
ask you a
one time.
question. You're not calling them bitches and hoes. That's because you had a daughter?
No, that's not.
No, because I know a lot of times people be like, you know,
Bitches
my
is
daughter,
still hoes
my,
when I got a daughter.
My daughter changed my life, and I look at women differently.
I do,
I'm
bro.
then-
not gonna hold you. My daughter, I love my daughter to death, but she's a lot like me. She's a Capricorn. She's born around the time I am.
Facts.
She's grumpy when she don't get her food. She's not trying to be friendly. You know what I mean? She's the type where she's, you know, she's friendly to you, but if you try to get in her space, she's like, yo, hold up. Like she's kind of like me. So I'm the type where I'm realistic. I've always loved women. You know what I mean? I've always appreciated and respected women, even though I can be an asshole at times and I can be very aggressive. That's in my nature. You know what I mean? I'm a Capricorn. I'm a natural alpha type of nigga. Like, you know what I mean? So a lot of women, especially in this era, they not on that type of time. They want to feel like they're the alpha. They wearing pants now.
Which is crazy.
Which to me is like throwing the world off balance.
But you know what?
I blame Love and Hip Hop.
To segue off of that, I could see why, because
I see why too.
You know, there's a lot of men out here.
There's a lot of men that ain't stepping up.
Who's not stepping up, and who's living with
fact.
women and not working and be like, yo, babe.
And that's a fact.
You know, so I can see why women, and a lot of times women, period, you know, mothers are, if you grew up, if you grew up at, with a single parent home, mothers were mother and father sometimes, and it made you be a better man.
It made you be more niggery and aggressive and manly, which is happening in our communities a lot. But when I run into that, let's say, you know, let's say I meet a girl outside and she's like, "Yo, what's poppin', my nigga? What's good?"
Whoa, first line.
You know, girls talk like that nowadays, especially in the city. I would be like this: "How you doing today, young lady?"
She probably don't know how to handle that type of talk.
This happened to me.
Oh Lord.
This had a quick story, and this shit just sums up the reason why I don't do certain Mackie activities no more. Because I'm to the point where when the game changes, I'm smart enough to know
you gotta get out.
You know what I mean? Like, shit ain't the same, bruh. You gonna go to jail, some crazy shit gonna happen to you, because these motherfuckers do not respect nothing. They don't care if you can make $1 million with them. They make $1 million with you and still turn your ass into whoever over some dumbass argument or an Instagram post or a comment a bitch made or some weird shit.
Some crazy.
So what the fuck? My whole life gonna be over because some punk ass bitch that don't respect nothing, which is the majority of most of these young wayward strippers and bartenders that don't really have that family structure to respect a real nigga.
They get
hello?
The IG models that don't do nothing but.
And I love y'all my sisters. But the reality is, my nigga, like,
we gotta do better.
We gotta do better with each other, and I gotta do better with just the positions I put myself in. Because I've been, you know, going through a couple scenarios, cases, all kinds of other dumb shit because of putting myself in positions that really was beneath me.
Well, this what we're gonna do here at American Dream Radio, man. I got a couple questions I'm gonna end this off with, and I wanna, before I even end it off, I wanna get to this idea. I want you to understand something. We building something here, and we built a good platform here. We actually up for an award for newest show or something like that.
Most impressive head start.
Yeah, see, that's my guy Trev right there.
Like that.
And we'll take it. Don't worry.
We're gonna go facts. You got a fact right there.
We're gonna go Kanye that thing. But I say that all to say, like, brother, you're a friend to the room. Anytime you're promoting something, anytime you got something on deck, anytime you got music, please.
Okay, well, let me give them the spiel while you sum it up.
Please, throw that out there.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Serious
more
Business
coming.
3.
Yeah.
Serious Business 3 is out now, available everywhere. Also, YMB the single. Also, Living Legend, pick that up. Audio Mac, Dat Piff Live mixtapes, all that. Also, go sign up for the site, SeriousJones.net. I got all my battles on there. I got all my music videos and all that. The Club movie was a short film I shot. It's going to be out soon, featuring J.D. Williams, Bodie from the Wire, Shampoo, DJ Radio, a whole bunch of different people. And also, I got a new single coming too. Stay tuned for It's Crazy, featuring Artie Rob, called
This one I'm gonna mess with you and tell us.
What is you doing?
Get it up here so I can play it 100 times over.
I need it, bro.
And please get it up here. Outside of that, I got things. I ain't gonna let you walk out of here without getting this off.
Okay.
I come from the sports background. We like to put stuff in perspective. We like to put numbers on things. So I know my numbers for the league. I know my numbers for baseball. I ain't got my battle rap life together too much, so I'm gonna ask you this question. Give me a top 5 battle rappers. You can put yourself in this. Shout out to Mr. Easy. But you can put yourself in this or not. It's how you want to do it. I always put myself in it. Yeah. I'm asking you top 5 battle rappers all time, no particular order, and you can slide in one. Go on toward the camera. They gonna see this forever.
All time.
All time. Battle rap only though.
It should be battle rap, period.
Yeah. Who else is it?
Well, you know what? If I gotta go all time, I gotta go me. I gotta put Mook in there.
I'm in there with you. Yeah.
I gotta put Lux in there.
Two and the possible. What you got?
Now it's getting sticky.
Yeah.
Because I would have put Disaster in there before, but
Absolutely not.
yeah, now
I
it's absolutely
I got a lot
not.
of people like I had a disaster.
No, but now it's absolutely.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I
I've seen the battle. I did take it in.
Not even just mine, just the
I like
type
the
of
Muslim
stuff.
scheme too.
Type of stuff he's been doing with his own lame and
No,
own legacy. It's
no,
like,
I'm not gonna let that slide today. That's two
So
spots
now,
left, maybe.
so now it's like Arsenal could be one
I'm with you.
because of not only just
Longevity.
and accomplishments. He's
Yeah,
he's
he's been
got like
around.
60 million views or something.
You got 4 so
you know?
far. I like Head Ice.
Ice is the wolf. Ice is the wolf. But to keep it funky with
Yeah,
you,
nah, we got it. This is what we here for,
it depends on. I'm going with wins, stats, and also
Everything, yeah,
like where you
overall.
at in the hollow.
Hollow the
Hollow.
Dawn, right?
Hollow the
Yeah,
Dawn.
hollow. Realistically, yeah, hollow.
Hollow. Is that the
Yeah,
five? Do
Hollow.
we like that? Okay,
Well, you
I'm
know
with
what?
I'm messing with you. I'm
And
messing with you.
Hollow's in a spooky, I don't know, of that too. But that's only because of the fact that to me,
Don't worry,
they get away with in this era. You could battle once a year, maybe once every other year, and just maintain that little allure of the whatever.
Right, who I battle.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
And,
that
and they
holds 'cause of
don't. Now me, I've done that, and I used to. That's how I used to feel. I went through the whole stage. I went from I'll battle anybody, anytime, any amount of money, to what any amount of money that I got.
Okay.
To hold up, nigga. I done battled all you niggas. I'm not battling nobody else that's not the guy.
Yeah.
Cause now I'm the guy, and if I keep battling niggas that's not the guy, how am I supposed to be the guy?
So,
Right.
I got.
So then I got from there to now I kind of came back in this era because when I came back, I battled Clips. That was after 7 years of
Charlie.
not battling. You know what I'm saying? And
I do like
he
Charlie.
was the guy.
I
at
like
that
Charlie
time.
though. I
But
do
let
like
me ask
Charlie.
Charlie was the guy.
How do you feel about how battle rap is evolving now? Because I see Nick Cannon is snatching up. You know, they getting those
Nick, what's
shows.
up,
they
dog?
getting those.
Yeah, I like to see it.
You know, they get-
comedy, funny.
You know,
Wilding out.
I made this up.
Like
you know, I just see that that's what's happening now.
I thought it was a
I'm
good.
just fucking.
Yeah.
But nah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I met Nick. He gave me his number. I texted him a couple times, and then I think I'm at that weird. Don't want to harass you stage, so I'm like,
I've been
I
there.
don't know.
I've
Hit
been
me,
there.
Nick. The
I-
fuck?
Okay, so
But I
you
don't
did
know.
reach out, so that y'all did have
I
some
mean,
conversation.
honestly, I was on it last year.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know if I went too hard or whatever, but they cut my rapping part off and just kept me on the other part. So I was like,
maybe you
okay.
outshine, cause who's on there now?
maybe I was talking. I probably said some Mariah shit and whatever. You know, we just
I
trying
don't
to
know
make
why
jokes.
they don't like
Right.
him with Mariah.
But it's all good. It's all good. I'm actually working on my own show.
Shout out to that.
It'd be a blessing if I could, you know, if we could work together and do something dope. I'd be with it. I love Wild 'N Out. I think that show's hilarious.
No, it is funny.
Yeah,
I know
have
50
fun,
got
you know.
something coming on Comedy Central.
Yeah,
50,
so-
50
But I'm
Central.
open to work with whoever, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as it makes sense, as long as it puts me and the culture in a good light, I'm down to. I've actually turned down a few opportunities recently. You know, there's a battle rap movie coming out.
Gotcha.
and
I
a
seen
bunch of
that.
different stuff.
Eminem
Yeah.
is supposed to be doing
Yeah,
something.
you know, shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they're doing, but I'm to the point.
That's what I'm
now
asking you, brother. I'm gonna ask you, A, to keep an open relationship with the Room, American
Yeah.
Dream Radio. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
I appreciate you,
Anytime
sir.
you definitely got anything, please get it to me so we can play it,
Yes, sir.
promote it.
I just
When is your next
did
battle?
Did you download that song I sent you? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that weed transfer. I had something with that John.
Let me ask you this. When's your next battle? I want to know
My
that
next
because I want to make sure
battle-
I'm near or I'm watching it.
I
If
think
it ain't
it's
too
in
close.
October.
October,
Where's
where's that?
Yeah, in Philly. I'm
coming.
battling
Okay.
E Ness.
Oh yeah, I'm
You
there. I
got
want to
it,
come
Ena?
see that.
See, I like. You know what?
I'm gonna stay in pocket because
I like
pull up
the
on that, man.
Philly. I like the Philly rappers that battles. Cause I'm a big fan of
E-Ness,
yeah I like him.
I felt like E-Ness lost two, by the way, and to my son. I don't care what nobody say. I remember that
To
battle.
my son.
you know
Go
what
back
I'm
and listen to
saying?
that
It
battle.
was my song.
Honestly,
or,
My son battle
I-
E-Ness.
I think he's
Go
Ness-
back and look at that. I swear to you. And everybody was trying to make it seem like E-Ness sort of
I
won.
wouldn't have
and
did
was
this
like,
battle if it wasn't in Philly. Put it that way.
because now you get the.
But now
I
it's
get
in
it, I
Philly.
get it.
You know what I mean? And he is a reputable guy to the battle rap culture of Philly. So all right, fine.
Make sure-
he's still battling people. He actually did good in like his last two though. I
Make
saw
sure
he
before
did good
you
against a
before
couple
you
people.
do that, let's
So
talk.
I was like, all right, you know what I mean?
Listen, I want to talk to you before you do
this is my
that, and I
last
want to
question.
promote that.
Okay.
How do you prepare for your battles outside of just going and see who your
I
opponent is?
smoke weed.
That's a good one.
Okay.
That's what
That's how I
do.
prepare for most of my days,
I
too.
smoke
see?
weed.
See?
And,
Battles, days, same thing.
I think. And I look at shit like this. Like, okay, let's say you right here. I'm looking at you right now.
Bow, you want to bow to me right now?
No, we are not going to do that on the American
No,
Joe.
I'm gonna tell you the way I sum
on,
I sum up my thought process.
We're gonna battle right now.
Not gonna rap.
He's kind of got like a little Dominican Araby in between face. You know what I mean? Maybe he's a cab driver off duty. You know what I mean? He's got a striped plaid shirt. Okay, keep that in the back of your mind if you need to reach for that. You know, his hands are ashy. You know what I mean? Like, I just
Are you pulling it? But you're doing this right at that moment? See what happens? You want to bring up good questions, Trevor?
This is the way my brain works. This is how my brain works. So when I focus on something, I just see everything about it. And then I'm like, okay. And then I get creative from there. I just look at all the information. All right, this, that. Okay. You know, like Jin. All right, he's Chinese. I didn't want to bow to him. Soon as they told me, that's what I was going to say. That's
the dog
funny.
line was amazing.
As soon as they told me 10 bands, I immediately thought of 25 things. All right, billion people in China, not platinum. DMX got dog. He tried to cook the dog.
When you said you tried to cook DMX's dogs, I think I stopped it. I was like, well, you lost this one, Jen.
That's how my brain works. So
the only reason why I asked is because I see, like, when I see Bell, I feel like they literally take a rhyme that they wrote and try to freestyle the rap, you know, and make it. I made
niggas
this up.
used to get away with that more. You can't get away with that as much anymore because fans are getting smarter, so they can kind of.
And then if you can't rebuttal, almost.
And it's like, yeah, if you don't rebuttal, a lot of people don't rebuttal, but it's almost like that's how that is. It's almost like
it's a
let's
debate.
use boxing.
Yeah.
If a nigga lands harder punches than you, and you land more, it still looks like you lost, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
He lands harder.
Like, let's say a nigga landed like 7 hard haymakers in a round, and you landed like 20 jabs.
It doesn't matter. You lost.
You know what I mean? Like,
concubine numbers are gonna say power
those
punches.
Oohs, when you go, those, that's what wins battle. You know what I mean? If you got more than the other nigga, you win. So it's like, it depends on the rooms now. It's a lot of different factors because sometimes you could be in one crowd where like they're not a bar heavy crowd. Yeah. They might want to hear a joke or some shit. You know what I mean? Where like sometimes you be in certain crowds, especially out of the country, where that's what they're into. They're into jokes and rhyme schemes, motifs.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Sitting to hate a duty, yo, end up make the studio, end up make the studio, and your bitch is a floozy hoe. You don't even know what you said.
Right.
It's just a cadence or flow. You know what I mean?
I think you sort of touched it on the head. I'm gonna end the day. I do want to jump in and say I'm tired of the good one. I'm tired of the schemes. I
tired of schemes.
It's just like
it gets too much.
Yeah, it was like okay,
too dragged out.
And then they almost like, hold on, let me finish my scheme. I'm like, dude, you just ruined it by saying to me as the fan, let me finish my scheme. But that's another argument. What I'm gonna do is make sure this platform is always open for you, brother.
Appreciate
Anytime you want to come up here, I'm gonna ask you one last question, and this is how we wrap up everybody here. There is a 12, 13, 14-year-old kid in New Jersey. There's one in Brooklyn. There's one in the Bronx, Harlem. Trevor, I got you. Don't worry about it. And pay attention because the kids seem to find this stuff on the internet. So I'm going to ask you for that kid. I want you to give him some advice and look into that camera and sort of tell a kid exactly what he should do, what he needs to do. I don't know exactly how to sum it up because I haven't. But, you know, you're talking to him more than anybody. So I would say to that kid that's really wasn't your position at 14, how do you talk to him? Finish it up with him.
I would say this. We living in a very unstable era. And we living in real sporadic times where stuff is kind of all over the place. You got information at your fingertips. You could just decide to literally look at a phone and live through a phone almost. You know what I mean? I would say when you 13, 14, 15, go outside, man. Live life, see things, do things. Don't let your, development be defined by what people think about you through your posting and all of this type of shit, because we can get lost before we find ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Then you don't know who you are. You wind up 19, whatever, you ain't do shit, but hang out and, be on Instagram, hanging out with people that don't even fuck with you, and you didn't really learn what you want to do in life. And that's what you need to be doing right now. That's what all of us need to know is what your purpose is, what you on earth for. And if you ain't got nothing that makes you even feel like close to that, you need to be doing something else until you find that. And that, I think that's the best thing that I wish. It's not really any specific advice, but
That's good.
live, my nigga. Stay out of your fucking phone. Get into something that you really love, man. And if you really love something, it's never gonna feel like work because everything else is just getting by. They're gonna teach you how to regurgitate information for a job. They're gonna teach you how to pass a test to be able to say something back. They're gonna teach you everything you need to be a drone of the system, to learn how to work a regular job, feed the system, pay taxes, and be a productive citizen that helps who? America. Learn how to be your own individual and create your own life and create your own wealth and create your own. Create your own so that your family could be their own and not be dependent on everything else.
I like it. We're going to leave it there. American Dream Radio. Y'all see it right here, man. Mr. Life of your party, BJ Fly Tower. And thank you.
Love you.
Brother Serious Jones is in the building. Thank you so much. Kimmy from Harlem. Shout out to you, Kimmy. I'll get you in a minute. Cool ass Trev is in the building. And I'm your host, King Khalil, man. Please make sure I'm going to try and rebroadcast this one more time today, tomorrow. I don't know when. But everybody out there in Radio Land, YouTube Land, man. I appreciate this gentleman for coming through and just dropping some knowledge on us, giving some information. And like I said, you got an open room. Anything you got, brother, please give it to us so we can.
Yo, nigga booming, go get that shit right now on iTunes.
Booming. We gonna
check
make
out
sure we
Life
play
is
that for the
Serious, the
rest of the
movie. Go check out the club movie, the trailers out. You know what I mean? Life is Serious, the documentary. We coming, man. It ain't over.
American Dream Radio, we out of here.